Okay, let's get started. I'm going to give you a little rundown of our ingredients. We have 2 cups of flour. I'm using pastry flour. You can use all-purpose. If you use the all-purpose, throw another cup with pats of butter in. This is 1 stick and a half of butter. And this is 3/4 teaspoons of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, mixed with 4 teaspoons of water, which I had sitting in the refrigerator, and mixed it together. Now we're going to get started. I have my mixing bowl, and it was in the refrigerator too to keep it cool. I'm putting my flour in it. And I'm going to push my butter in here. Gotta be a little careful when you're playing with the butter, but it's a great crust. We're making a mealy crust today. This is for the bottom of our a pre-baked shell that we're going to use for our chocolate pudding pie. And also you can use this as the bottom of an apple pie or custard pie that has to be baked into the filling. You want a mealy crust, not a flaky crust, because the flakes will not hold the filling. So and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now we got that all mixed together. Okay, so now we're coming over to our mixer. Now I made this butter warm up a little. Of course, we're making a mealy crust, and it's got to be mixed in pretty good. When you're making a flaky crust, you're going to leave the butter real cold. Okay, we'll get this started. Now it's very important to see how this comes up to almost a paste. I'm going to start mixing it now. And we'll see it as it goes through. We're cutting it in now with this mixer. Okay, right now we're on speed 4 until we get it mixed in a little bit, and then we're going to increase the speed. As you can see, it's breaking up the lumps of butter. We wanted to get it to almost a sandy consistency. Now I increase the speed a little, and as you can see, it's getting closer and closer. I'm going to shut this off for a second and show you something. See, it's still lumps in there, so we don't want lumps yet. We're not making a flaky crust. Okay, so now it's like cornmeal. It's almost to a paste, and this is very important that you have it to this consistency. And we're going to put it in here, get it all out. Now we're going to add our water and salt and sugar. About 1 tablespoon of water into the whole thing. And this is the critical part. You got to kind of just slap it around and mix it up a little bit at a time until it starts to absorb all that water. You don't want to add too much water. It's going to look like it's dry, but don't worry about it. It's going to come together. Okay, now don't add no more water than what's here. And you can see it's starting to come together. And press it together a little bit. It's going to come together. Give it a chance. Don't play with it too much, just get it together. Of course, what you're going to do now is going to rest this. And here we go, we got a nice ball. Okay, now I divided them in 2. And I'm just gonna make a nice little patty. Don't play with it too much, and don't worry about it cracking and all that. Put it in my plastic wrap. Make it a patty. Okay, so we got a nice couple of little patties here. I'm gonna fold them up. Like that, nice. Start. Makes it a little easier when we go to roll them out. Okay. Okay, so we got our nice patties. Put them in here and leave them for overnight. And we'll see you tomorrow. And we'll roll this stuff out. Okay, now we have the dough. We took it out of the refrigerator overnight, and we're going to put it on a board, and we let it defrost for about till it gets closer to room temperature, because it's hard to roll. And I'm going to get my rolling pin ready, dust it with a little flour, and we're going to start rolling. Pie dough with butter is a tough thing to roll and to work with. So take your time and you'll practice. Okay, here we go. We start making a nice circle. Keep moving it around a little bit at a time. Don't go too heavy. Get a little rip, take your time, relax, just put it together again. We want to get this to about 11 inches round. We're almost there. Okay, now we do it very carefully. We roll this onto our rolling pin. Get your pie pan right there. And unroll. Don't worry about missing a spot, just get it in, pick it up, fold it in. We got a little too much here. We'll take a piece here. Put it up here, repair it. Okay, trim this off a little. Some people are good with this, they get real fancy. I'm not that good yet. Whoop. Now if you see a little crack in it, you're not perfect here, just repair it, that's all. Take a little dough, put it there, squeeze it with your finger. And this. Now here's our pie dough. Now if we were going to make a pie dough with chocolate pudding that's already cooked, we'd have to dock this with a fork all around and then bake it. But this one, we're going to make a coconut custard pie. So this is going to get filled with a liquid. So I'm going to leave it undocked, and we're going to fill this up with coconut custard. And that's it. There's your buttered pie dough. Okay, like I told you, I'm not a great one for decorations, but here we go. I'm going to try and make a scallop edge here. This is how I do it. Okay, that's it for me. I'm not the greatest, but that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna put my coconut custard in here and bake it in there. And that's it. So there you go. Thanks for watching. And subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Here's our dough, ready to go.